Okay, so LEETCODE contest 476, and here's the question. You're given an array, let's say something like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep it like this. Now we have to pick three elements from this A, B, and C, such that A plus B minus C gives you the maximum possible value. Now it's pretty obvious that A should be the maximum element, B should be the second maximum element, and C should be the minimum possible element. And that's basically your answer. So your answer, you can get it by performing a sort. So you can sort the array. That is, let's say if the array is called ARR, you can perform ARR.sort. R in C++. Let's say this is Python code and this is C++ code. Sort arr.begin, comma arr.end. So yeah, and that's pretty much your answer. Obviously, your final answer should be answer will be equal to you'll pick the maximum element. So the last element when you sort will be the maximum element, right? So in Python you can do -1 plus ARR, right? So ARR of -2 minus ARR of 0. So when it's sorted, it will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1 indicates the last element, -2 indicates the second last element, and 0 indicates the first element, which is the minimum. And accordingly, you can perform the same operation in C++ as well, and just replace this with n and n minus 2. And yep, that's pretty much it, where n is the len of the array. So all set.
Start by sorting the array and we directly return nums of -1. That's the maximum element because it's sorted in ascending order, and the second maximum element minus the minimum element. So accepted, and let's say you can submit it. All set.
Now here's the next question. You're given a string. Okay, let's say this is a string. And as you can see, the string only consists of either the letter A or either B. So either of them. Now you'll have to continuously remove substrings from the array such that the number of A equals number of B. So when you observe this particular substring over here A, B, B, there are two A's and two B's, which means they are equal and we can remove the substring. So we'll have to continuously perform these operations, continuously find the substrings and remove the substrings where the number of A equals number of B until we reach a point where we cannot do, and we have to return the minimum possible size of the array or the string. Okay. So your first approach obviously would be your brute force approach, where you generate all possible arrays and then you continuously check the number of A's if it's equal to B, and then you probably return the size. But that's totally not required. It could go up to O n square, but we have a very simple observation over here. Now, what's a substring? It can obviously be of any size. A substring of size 1 is a substring, size 2 is a substring, or the entire array itself is a substring. So that explains it. So at any point of time, an A is always going to be next to a B. So you think of it in any possible way, and A is always going to be next to a B, right? Because it only consists of A or B. And moreover, isn't this a substring itself? Yes. So from this little observation, you can understand that you can eliminate one A for one B, which means the answer is nothing but the number of A's in the string minus the number of B's in the string. And that's your answer. So let me just erase it. So first you'll just keep account of, you can run a loop or else. So let's say A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, and I run a loop for I in S. And then if I is equal to A, I do A plus equals 1, else I do b plus equals 1, and then I basically print, or in other words return ABS. Now this is a very important thing you have to think about, because let's say over here, let's say we did not, we just kept it as a minus b. Here, okay, it would give you 0 because the number of a's over here is 3, b's is 3 as well. So 3 minus 3 equals 0. Now here it's 3 obviously because there is no b. Now over here you can see that there are 3 b's but a single a. So when we do this, it will give you 1 minus 3 because it's separating the count of a minus b. But it will give you minus 2. That's not the answer. 2 is the answer. So you'll have to account for cases where b is also greater. So that's why you put absolute value. And that's pretty much it. So this contest was pretty simple. Meet you in the next contest.
Of A, so A equals 0 and comma B is also equal to 0. Now for auto, we can just take auto of I in the string. If I equals to A, remember single quotes, we increment A, else we increment B. Now we just return ABS of A minus B. As simple as that. And in fact, we don't even need to check, can directly submit. All set.